Hi, my name is Chris, and I am okay at FMC. This is a series where I detail some of my more interesting or unorthodox FMC solutions. I don't happen to know any really advanced methods, except for checking the inverse scramble. Wow, very impressive. So I end up just winging it and trying to be creative, and sometimes that ends up giving me some really interesting situations and cases that I have to solve. So this is just a series where I like to detail and chronicle those solutions. So this is one that occurred at All 1 Minus Oxford 2024, attempt number 3. This was held at my very own alma mater of Miami University by the Miami University Cubing Association, so that was very nice to see. This was a 44-move solution which features solving with the centers in the wrong place and some very weird, unexpected F2L pair switching algorithms. So you may remember from episode 1, if you've been watching this series, that I already did some kind of weird center permutation algorithm canceling into a U-perm type thing in that one, which is probably my most infamous solution. And so when I noticed that I could do something like that here, I thought, that's going to be a lot of fun. I'll give it a shot. So I did this on the inverse scramble, which you will find in the description, as well as everything else regarding this, regarding the scramble and the solution and everything like that. So let's have a look here. The first thing I noticed was that there is a white-blue edge already on the white layer, and just below it, this white-blue-red pair, which I can put together with the edge immediately with L prime, just like that. And that gives me a 2x2x1 pseudo block. However, it just happens to be in the wrong place on the cube. It should be over here. However, another way you can see it is, what if you just solve the whole cube relative to this block and then fix the center somewhere in the solution? And I thought that would be viable, because there are algorithms to swap the centers in the way that would be required to fix this, such as this one, L2, R2, UD prime, F2, B2, UD prime. And that uses all 6 sides of the cube. And so I thought that if I just use this algorithm somewhere in the solution, I can cancel 1 or 2 moves just like that, and then fix the centers somewhere in the algorithm, just like I did with the with episode 1's strange cancellation with the U-perm. And so I thought, okay, I'm going to continue with this. Let's see what happens. So I noticed right away as well that the white-red edge, which goes here, can be put in very easily with F, L prime, F prime, just like that, and we have a 2x2x2 pseudo block. Now let's fix the rest of the cross. I've got white-orange under here, which relative to the cross belongs here. So I do U prime, B2, U, and I actually make it a U2 so I can bring up this white-green edge as well, and finally fix the cross with a U prime. Now you can see we have the cross and this block, but then we also have this white-green-red free pair. Now it should go over here relative to the cross and the block, and so I thought the most efficient way to do that was just do R prime, L prime, D2, R, L, and that'll put it right over there. Now, remember that little bit I just did, because you will be seeing it later, promise, I promise you. So now I just have these 2 pairs left. I'm going to be saying the moves I did according to the solution, but I'm just going to be doing it at a different angle because that's a little easier. So to do the white-orange-blue pair, I do D, B prime, D2, B, D, R prime, D prime. Now, I'm ready to insert it right here with an R. However, I make it an R2 because that R happens to be the first move of solving this F2L pair. So there's the R2. Then it is a D prime, R prime, D2, B prime, D prime, B. And that finishes F2L off just like that. Still, again, with the centers in the wrong place. So then this OLL is an 8 mover. And so from the angle it was in the solution, I did L prime, F, L, B prime, L prime, F prime, L. Now, I'm going to leave this, I'm going to come back to this move. I'm going to fix it first with a B. However, we need to remember that we need to undo the B with the B prime and then do the B afterwards. That was very rambly. But if I do that move, you'll see what we end up with is the solved white layer, but then also this cool pattern here where we have the center swapped, and then also an H-perm on the yellow layer. And so it made me think, I wonder if I can solve all of this at once. Just when I thought I would have to use this center permutation algorithm, maybe I can find something that's even quicker than that. So I don't happen to know HTR really at all. I understand the gist of it, that you do half turns. However, I thought I'd wing something a little here. So remember we had the B prime. So what I thought was, why don't I just do the same F2L pair switching thing I did before, but twice? Because a way you can look at this is that the only thing that's wrong is that we need a U2 here, but then also that these pairs are swapped with their opposite pairs. And so why don't I just try to do the same thing I did before to switch the pairs, but twice, and just pray that whatever happens to the white layer is not very difficult to fix and doesn't require many moves. So we had that move done here. So then I add to it an F prime, U2, B, F. Now I've swapped this pair here and this pair here. And then to swap this one and this one, I do L prime, R prime, U2, L, R, and I'm done. I absolutely did not expect that. I thought there would be some kind of, I don't know, like an N perm or something like that on the white layer after I'd finished that algorithms, but no, it just happens to preserve that top layer, and in my case, solve the cube. I didn't need any kind of center permutation algorithm. All I had to do was just wing it here and find a cool, only 10 move way to get that funny looking present pattern, I guess you could call it. That's what I thought it looked like. So yeah, this was totally unexpected. It was a 44, which is only really decent for me, but certainly very happy about that, to get a decent move count with a solution this odd. But yeah, that's the solution. Very unexpected, very weird. There you go.